Winter's here. Get out the shovels because we got some grave predictions for your favorite Game of Thrones characters.
Let the battle begin!
Welcome to Battle of the Bros, where we hash out and thrash out our reactions and theories on today's pop culture. I'm Mr. Drew.
I'm Professor H. Spoiler alert, we'll be talking about Game of Thrones from Season 1 up until Season 6.
Today's topic, who will die this season? There's one thing we know that happens in Game of Thrones besides all that sex, and that is violence. And violence leads to death.
Who do you think's gonna die? I know who I think's gonna die.
I know who I think's gonna die, and let's count them down. Number 1, the Mountain, killed by Aria.
The Mountain killed by Aria?
Damn right. This girl's got a list, and she needs to check it twice. And one of the people on her list is the Mountain. She needs to kill off a major person on her list, and I don't think the other people on her list, like Cersei or Melisandre, are gonna get killed by her. But having a little girl like Arya take out one of the biggest characters in Game of Thrones, that's going to be a moment you will remember.
I'm going to do one thing that I haven't done in the show and flatter you a little bit. Although I do think that idea is pretty freaking awesome, I don't think we're going to get to see the Mountain die this season, let alone at the hands of Arya. I think we're going to expect to see Clegane Bowl in Season 8, the beginning of Season 8. So I don't think the Mountain's going out this season.
Number 2, Bronn, Death by Dragon. If you notice in the trailer, it shows Jaime riding off alone in the Field of Flames at the end of what looks like a bad battle. How cool would it be if to show how deadly Daenerys' forces are, if once Jaime and the Lannister army show up, a dragon takes out Bronn right away.
That is a horrible way for my man Bronn to go out. My man Bronn needs to go out with a sword in his hand against another swordsman. I mean, just look at Barristan Selmy. He went out with 10 Sons of Harpies. For him to go out by the dragon, it's a sad way to go. I don't think Bronn's going to go out this season.
Number 3, Ellaria Sand, Death by Jaime. From watching the trailer, I don't know how the Sand Snakes are going to fit in. But my guess is that they're going to be in the battle in the Field of Flames. And that's going to bring Ellaria Sand to cross paths with Jaime. And Jaime's going to be able to get some revenge for the death of his daughter.
I think it's a death that is not deserved, given what the Lannisters did to the House Martell way back in Robert's Rebellion. I think it was long overdue for revenge, and I don't think Jaime has it in him to make that move. Maybe there is a possibility of Ellaria's son dying, but not at the hands of Jaime. It's still a little far-fetched for Dany to lose part of her forces at the beginning of Season 7.
Right now, Daenerys' forces are too dominant, so that's why I think they need to take out a couple of expendable characters. And to me, Ellaria fits that bill. Number 4, Greyworm, Death by the Mountain. This is a battle I want to see. A great warrior like Greyworm needs to go out. And what better way against a big, formidable opponent like the Mountain?
If Greyworm were to go up against the Mountain, I hope Greyworm comes out on the other end of it. I don't think the Mountain can stand Greyworm's quickness. Plus, he's not out to act revenge on the Mountain. He'll be a lot faster, quicker than Oberyn Martell, and he'll be a little smarter about things. So yeah, I think if they were to battle it out, and I would pay lots of silver stags for that, I think Greyworm would come out on top. So no, Greyworm's not going out this season.
What you're not taking into consideration is his love for Missandei, and how stuff like that ends tragically in the world of Game of Thrones. So one of them are going out, and I think it's going to be the warrior that's on the battlefield.
Let me just add to that, Mr. Drew. If you notice, all the people that are on Game of Thrones and don't have their PPs live. Theon varies. Greyworm will live.
Number 5, Bran, Death by the Night's King. Bran travels into the past after he gives us all the information we need about the past and gets that information to someone. I think he's going to get caught by the Night's King in the past, just to show how dangerous the Night's King can be. But before he can get taken, he's going to warg into something I don't know what creature yet. Possibly a dragon. But I think he's going to die, but he's going to warg into something.
I'm glad you saved this one for last, because this is by far the stupidest one. Bran will continue to live on. He is very important. He is a key to this whole storyline. Through him, we're going to find out about Jon's true power, and through him, we're going to find out about ways to kill the Night King. So no way, Jose. I do believe a Stark will die, but it will not be Bran this season.
I think he's just Mr. Exposition, and once his expositional job is done, he's done too.
Well, you know what else is done? You're done, Mr. Drew. Now, here are my top 5 predictions. Number 1, Littlefinger. Littlefinger has got to go. He's been playing the game so long, he's got nothing else to live for. It's time for him to meet his maker, especially at the hands of his apprentice, Sansa.
I don't know, Littlefinger's like one of those snakes that always seems to escape danger. So I think he's getting to the final season. Although I would like Sansa to get her revenge on him.
Number 2, Qyburn. You know what? Hey, Cersei needs to lose someone. It's kind of hard for Cersei to lose the mountain. And obviously Jaime's going to be tied in with Cersei. So she's got to lose her next supporter, Qyburn. He's been playing the game as well. You know, trying to move up a little as a forbidden maester. But it's time for him to learn that he can't get away with everything. And I think he's going to die at his own poison. So, yeah, Qyburn, you're out, buddy.
I don't know. I think he's going to live, sort of. I think if he does get injured, he's going to use his own stuff on himself and turn him into zombie Qui-Gon and go out with a bang.
We should just call him Heckle Qyburn. Number 3, Yara. Why is Yara's death so important? Because it affects one person, and that's Theon. Man, can we give Theon a big W here. He needs to come up as a leader. He needs to redeem himself for what he's done to the Starks. And basically, he needs to find true happiness. Although it's going to hurt him to lose Yara, it will be the final blow to really make him into the hero he is. He will take leadership of the Ironborn Islands, and he will join in the last final battle against the Night King.
See, I don't like this one. Yara is such a strong female character, and there's not that many on the side of good in the world of Game of Thrones. And I think that she should be the one to become Queen of the Iron Islands. If anyone's in danger, I'd say it was Theon.
Number 4, Tormund. Now this one hurts me. Tormund, it's time for you to go. Why? Because Jon needs to lose someone. It can't all be easy for Jon, especially to have Tormund by his side this whole time. I think Jon's going to lose Tormund in some sort of adventure or some sort of meet with the Night King. And I think it's in that moment that Jon realizes that he's lost one of his greatest supporters and he won't know who to turn to. Although I'll miss him and his bloody oxen, Tormund, see you later, buddy.
Without Tormund, why were the wildlings going to not scatter? So he's got to stick around to at least keep the wildlings in the fight for the Battle of the Dawn. So I don't see him going this season, although he'll probably go early next season.
And my last but not least, Arya Stark.
What?
Arya Stark.
No way.
This is why. Arya represents death. She represents the stranger. And it's at this season, when she finally meets Jon, that she'll somehow make a sacrifice and die. There's nothing really for Arya to do. She's not a lady. She's not a ruler. She's a secret assassin. So she'll have to do something to help Jon. And that will be the last and final help. And it would hurt Jon so much. As much as it hurts me, you know, Arya's gonna go. I do think she will go with her pack of wolves and Nymeria.
See, I disagree with this whole premise. An assassin is very useful in war. If they have some secret mission where they need to go have someone sneak into the White Walker's side to stop something, Arya would be a great fit to work as some sort of like assassin.
I like to see Arya use the Night King's face. Wouldn't that be something?
Could Arya actually pose as a white and sneak into enemy lines? That's why I think she's too useful to the story to get killed off this season. Let us know who you think's gonna die this season down in the comments below.
Give us a like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter.
And we'll see you next time at the battle.